Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today I have a special guest with me and that is my son, Emmett White. Yay! Emmett is home finally from New York City just for a visit. He's going back to school, but he said he would graciously film with me. He has done this with me before. We tend to focus on fragrance because he is my fellow fragrance lover. So what we thought we would do today is rank my top 10 current fragrances that I have been wearing pretty much the most during COVID time and just in general kind of summer. And so if you are interested in seeing what he has to think about my fragrances, how he's going to rank them and which ones he enjoys, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first off, I am a proud mama. I'm so happy to have Emmett home with me right now. I have missed him terribly. So he stayed in New York City. So this is the first time I have seen him in months. And this is his COVID mullet. Let's show them.
Let's show them. Yeah.
This is what he's sporting right now. But anyhow, we are so excited. I was going to have him tell a little bit about himself. He is in college. Do you want to speak the rest about yourself? Just a touch. They would like to know.
Yeah, I'm in college. I go to the new school. I'm studying journalism. Yeah, what else do you want to know?
He is a sweet boy and he has been doing some amazing things while he's been in New York. He has been delivering food and such. Which organization are you been working with?
Yeah, I work with the nonprofit Make the Road New York, which is a immigrant-based nonprofit in Queens and in Brooklyn, and they work to do a whole myriad of things, including immigration statuses, and from my side we do food distribution on Wednesdays and Fridays, so somewhat of a quasi-bike messenger in that sense, ride around and deliver sacks of non-perishables and such in Queens and in North Brooklyn.
So yes, I've been so happy he's been helping out. So we'll jump into some fragrance and then I do have another little thing I want him to share that he's done in New York. So, okay guys, we'll jump into a little bit of the fragrance and do a little bit of chatting in between. But we're going to start with this one from Chanel. Emmett is actually a Chanel man per se. What's your favorite? He is a Chanel Bleu de Chanel. You guys, I love that one too. I like to wear it, especially when I'm in New York with Emmett. I'll just not bring fragrance and wear his the whole time. So tell me what you think of this guy. This is from the Les Exclusifs line, and this one is the one that reminds me of Johnson's baby shampoo, but in a very comforting, loving way. Do you kind of smell that?
Yeah, I didn't notice that before, but yeah, I like that. It's soft, I guess, is one word I would use to describe it, but I'm a fan. It's very, yeah, like soft, a little flowery. I feel like it lays light on you.
That's good, yeah. The funny thing about a lot of these Chanels is that I literally could not wear them for a really long time because they always reminded me of Grandma Juliet and my grandma. And so every time I was like, I don't know if I want to smell like, like a grandma. They're not grandma scents. It was just something that was personal to me. But I am in love with this one. And you guys, I hope it's not turning anybody off, but to me it just reminds me of 90s, like Johnson's baby shampoo. So
I don't know if I have a good recollection of that, but
I probably didn't use that on you. That probably is too chemically. Okay, next one is going to be another Chanel, and this is Coromandel, and this has been a newer obsession for me.
Yeah, I like that one too. They seem similar.
Do they?
To me at least, yeah.
I mean, a lot of Chanel has the Chanel DNA that you're going to be smelling. So this one, you guys, even has, I wonder if you can smell, it's got white chocolate in it. I don't know if that's going to be the one for you. This one is a patchouli based fragrance.
That's what I was going to say. It smells a little more patchouli.
Yeah. And
not overpowering at all.
Not over. And also, you guys, I'm not someone who likes, like, not in a mean way, but I'm not really into hippie patchouli. Patchouli can be very elegant and understated. We live in Portland, Oregon, so we smell our fair share of patchouli oil. But this one has a little sweetness laying on it, has some citrus. It's a very unique, I find it very intoxicating. And I want to see if you can smell the white chocolate now that I mention it.
Yeah, I think so. Kind of some cream or something.
Cream? Okay, but would you wear this? These are all unisex.
Yeah, I'll wear that.
Okay. So let's see. I'm going to have you start. You can start doing your piles to see what you think. Okay, we have another one. This is Jersey. And this one, I'm going to see what you think about it.
I like that one as well. I don't think there's any patchouli in there.
No.
Yeah, I like it. It's definitely a little like sharper than the beige, but I think I like it more than the Coromandel.
Got it.
Yeah.
And this one, to me, I thought you would like it. It's got lavender, vanilla, and musk. And so for me, I'm kind of newly coming to like lavender is kind of one of those that I either, it smells kind of spa-like. But lavender can lean more masculine, and I'm sort of a girly girl kind of fragrance, but I love the vanilla musk that it dries down to, and it's just a really easy kind of like comfort scent, like kind of like laundry, like this, the jersey is the fabric, so that's what they're modeling it after.
Yeah, yeah. What did you say was in it again?
This one has lavender, vanilla, and musk.
The musk. Yeah, I don't actually smell the musk that much, which I kind of appreciate. But I think that
he doesn't like a musk. He's not a musk man.
No, but I'm saying I think like it's understated, and the fact that like, there is some musk in here that is actually enjoyable speaks to why it's good, or why I like it at least.
Yay. Okay, so are you putting them in your orders? Okay. Now, this next one, you guys, this is like my favorite summer scent ever. This is from Fragrance Du Bois. This is Eau Jaune Intense. And, oh, I have one that I want you to smell. This one, this is like a fun, flirty, completely, like, to me, summer fragrance. See what you think of that guy.
Yeah, it's good. It almost smells like peachy or something.
This like has like pineapple. It's kind of like coconut. It's like a big, this is a bomb, wouldn't you say, like this? But when you wear this, like if you want to be happy, this is like your flirty, happy fragrance in a bottle. Would you wear this yourself?
I don't think I would wear it myself, just because it's a little sweet.
It's sweet.
But I don't... like it depends. I could see myself wearing it like in the Caribbean or something.
And you guys, this does have a very big tropical vibe.
Yeah, on an island nation maybe.
Yeah. This is like, you know what, we can't travel right now, so if you want to feel like you are going to someplace warm, you know, fabulous, then I would highly recommend this. And this brand makes a fragrance called New York Avenue and New York Intense. And when I smelled it, it completely smelled like New York to me, so I do want to share that with you because it literally smells like New York.
Yeah.
Okay, put that one in your list. Okay, this next one he has smelled before. This is from Christian Dior. This is Bois d'Argent, and again, all fragrances unisex, but this line of the Maison Christian Dior is a totally unisex kind of fragrance, and I know many men wear this one. And I want to see what you think about that guy.
I like it. It's, again, like, I keep using the word understated, but it's not particularly strong. I imagine it settles pretty light, or, you know.
Skin scent.
Yeah, skin scent. I could see it being a nice one for like post-workout or something.
Yeah.
It kind of like would mask but wouldn't be like in your face.
You guys, this is like my day-to-day fragrance. This is a repeat purchase. To me, it's kind of like honey baby powder, but not too powdery. Would you say?
Yeah,
like,
not
it's,
powdery at all. I don't
like,
think.
I guess it's got a little, when you first put this on, it's got a little freshness. Like when I think of powder, sometimes people think that's too overwhelming, but this just means more like a clean kind of scent. And this is like it dries down to a really nice skin scent. You could wear this, I can wear this to the gym. Not that I'm going to the gym right now, but it's just not going to be like in your face. And I just think this is a really good one. And a lot of men, I kind of thought you would like
I would
this
wear
one.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And again, you're ranking them. We got to keep with it. Okay. Next one, and again, this is more of a day-to-day fragrance, is MAISON Francis Kurkdjian. Emmett was with me in New York when I bought my very first one at C.E. Bigelow. Do you remember? That's where I went. I got Baccarat Rouge that day or something else, but we had the best rep. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
So we would, you guys, I had to search.
They were really nice.
They were so nice. Like literally they gave him samples of scents. My daughter, like the rep spent like an hour with us because I was going in for something specific and I came out with something completely different. But this one, I want to see what you think. This is kind of a,
I like it. It's definitely vanilla-y.
yeah.
And maybe a little powdery, but I like it. It reminds me of the oud. That's how you say that.
This one, it reminds you of this one?
I mean, yeah, obviously not as fruity, but
So I think it's because both of these have kind of a sweetness to these fragrances. And the interesting thing about Gentle Fluidity is that they have another one that's in the silver line. So they have the exact same notes, but they're a very different composition. And there's juniper berries in this vanilla. It's just really, this one is leaning more warm. I find it to be a little more sweet. But the other silver one reminds me, has a kind of dry gin smell to it. And you guys, I have college remembering of being so hungover from gin that I can never drink. I can't, number one, the smell of it makes me sick, but don't ever drink gin. I don't know if you have yet, but I would not recommend it. Or I shouldn't say that. I'm sure it was cheap gin, but I'm sure it was cheap gin. But anyhow, that one was funny because when I smelled it, I was like, I can't do it. But if you mix the gold and the silver together, it makes a beautiful kind of fresh fragrance. So what did you think overall on that one?
I would wear it.
You would?
Yeah. It's still a little powdery, but I think in the right circumstances.
And another thing is Emmett has had to go smell. I really like the MAISON Francis Kurkdjian line, and he has had to go and smell some of the new releases because can't normally find them here in Portland. So you've been sweet. The lovely ladies at the stores are nice to him.
Some guys too.
Guys too, yes, as I say. Okay, really quick, I'm going to do a little interlude. Is Emmett, I was asking him what's the coolest thing he has done in New York City, because we consider part of his education is the city itself, and we are fans of New York City. But this summer, he did something really cool, and I was wondering if you could share that with them.
Yeah, I did a charity bike ride that was based off the movie The Warriors, which is like an old 1970s movie, kind of gangs of New York-esque, where all these gangs meet at the top of the Bronx in Van Cortlandt Park, and then one of them has to make their way all the way to Coney Island. So from the top of New York City to the bottom, pretty much.
The whole island? Well,
yeah, all not all 5 boroughs, but through the Bronx, Manhattan, and Brooklyn. And we did a charity bike ride that was raising money for Safe Horizons, which is like a domestic violence hotline and, domestic violence help agency in New York. and it was an all-night bike ride, so it started at 9. We spent 9 p.m. to midnight in the Bronx. This is on July 4th, so lots of fireworks and such.
But the key real quick is that he signed up for this, or it was a last minute, they needed a rider, and Emmett's a huge cyclist, but that he did not know that it was an all-nighter event before you got there.
Yeah,
yeah.
I wasn't aware. I just joined a team called the Central Park Raccoons. We had to emulate a gang, and so we spent 9 p.m. to midnight in the Bronx, midnight to 3 a.m. in Manhattan, and then 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. in Brooklyn, and I made it to Coney Island at like 5:30 in the morning, right as the sun was rising.
And then didn't you guys all jump in?
Yeah, we jumped off the boardwalk after that. You know, a nice cool down in the Atlantic Ocean. And then I got on the train and fell asleep on the way home after that.
So he had said, you know, he didn't know that it was an all-nighter event, but you had said that's the coolest thing he's done so far in New York, and this guy's a little adventurer. He goes all around New York City, but that sounded really cool to me. And they only do it how many?
Every other year.
Every other year. So I think...
Yeah, there was all kinds of challenges throughout. Like you had to play handball, you had to like take a picture with like a street performer, you had to like get a photo of you hopping a subway turnstile, all this kind of like scavenger hunt challenge kind of stuff.
And didn't you guys stop and have to eat at certain places?
Oh yeah, we'd eat at White Castle, all that kind of stuff.
Anyways, I thought that was very cool, and so far that was like one of the most memorable.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he lives way uptown right now. He's going to be moving to Brooklyn. So, okay, moving on. I've got some fragrance from House of Sillage, which you've heard a lot about. And this one. This is the Passion de l'Amour. And this one I have been wearing a ton during COVID time. It's one of my favorites from their brand.
I like it, yeah. It's definitely sharp and like a tiny bit bitter, but fruity. I like it. Strong almost, but not in like a overpowering way. I'm just saying it's like frontal kind of.
I find it to be super intoxicating. It smells amazing on the skin. Like this one is one where you put it on and it sort of melts in with your chemistry, and then I literally will be like, oh gosh, what smells so good? It's got good wafts. But I'm a fan, yeah. This is one that he really likes. Okay, so the one thing that I love to do is that one is a kind of has oud in it. Okay, so the one thing that I love to do is I love to layer this one on top of Passion de l'Amour. So I don't know if you like to layer fragrances.
Sorry, I dropped it.
We're kind of stuffed in here, guys.
It's right there on top of the other piece of paper.
I love to layer this one on top of Passion. So I want to see what you think. What's your initial...
I could see this one's like a little less fruity. Rose.
This is like a rose, and I feel like, let me see if you think, I feel like it has a touch of sea salt to it.
Yeah, it's a little salinous.
Here's from the bottle directly.
I could see how this one would like tamp down the passion a little bit.
Okay, that's a good way to say. So the passion, like he was saying, is kind of like, you know, you want to be in the mood for it. I love it, and I find it so intoxicating. If you put a little bit of this, it's like very authentic rose. I didn't know if you could smell the rose. Yeah, so it's very authentic floral, like as if we had a big bouquet of flowers right here on the desk. So I love to layer those two together, and like all day long you're gonna smell so good. So the one thing about the House of Sillage perfumes is that they last like all day long. Like you're gonna smell yourself throughout the day, versus like something like as much as I love BOIS, this one is going to become more of a skin scent, and you know, it'll kind of feel like it disappears throughout the day, but I'll just re-spritz if I need to. But these ones are just going to be amazing all day long into the night, like through the next day too. So what do you think about that one alone, or do you just think that it's going to be nice layered?
I mean, I like both of them. I probably would wear that one.
This one? You would wear this one?
Yeah, more readily than I would wear Passion, but I like both of them.
And do you like rose scents?
I guess so.
Yeah, no, I was just curious. I was like, okay, the next one I consider sort of like my girly, I call it my Princess Diana scent. And as people might know what this one is, but I'm going to have you smell it first.
I'm not really sure, like, I don't dislike it. Which I guess is not a ringing endorsement, but...
I love, this is Tiara by House of Sillage. And to me, this is just feminine, beautiful. Like, when I say Princess Diana, I do think of somebody kind of wearing, you know, you feel like a princess wearing it. I just love it so much, but clearly he doesn't like it as much as I do. But you really like Passion, so that's the one that he was drawn to originally. So anyways, this one is cherished by me. I love it. Mm-hmm. Okay, then since he has been home, as I said, I will often wear this Bleu de Chanel. I love it. Let's spray it out. It is just so fresh. What makes you love this one?
It's fresh. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll take a smell of it, but yeah, it's just very fresh. Like, it smells like it's flowery. I mean, it honestly smells a little bit artificial in a way, but I think that smells good. That's why it's kind of good. People compliment it. Yeah. People also recognize it. Like, I've had someone on the subway notice.
Yeah, this one is a huge compliment getter for a reason, you guys. It's super popular, but we were laughing because we actually I went with my husband. He is very allergic to tons of stuff, but he would like to wear cologne or fragrance. So we spent a long time and came up with, he fell in love with this one, but he brought it home and he just really can't wear scent. He's the kind who, you know, has to get everything unscented, and his poor wife just loves fragrance and I'm all about it. So anyways, Emmett inherited the Bleu de Chanel and has, like, that's kind of what you would say is your signature scent. Mm-hmm. But we did go to you have a couple other ones you like. So since we've been home, he's had to smell many things for me, and I've been on the fence, but I've been wanting to get Boy. So there's something that I'm attracted to by this, but again, I wasn't sure if I could carry this off. And Emmett kind of convinced me that yes, I could. We both really... Mm-hmm. There's something that this one is not an automatic love. Like, I have tried this several different times and I just thought that it was not me, would you say?
Yeah. It's kind of woody. It is.
The thing about this is it's leaning to me a little bit more masculine, and I tend to like to smell a little bit more on the little more girly feminine side. Not that all fragrance is unisex, but would you say a little sweeter?
Yeah.
More... This one has this burst of aldehydes that comes out. It's kind of like just so Chanel to me. It's also very high based of lavender in the beginning, so I wasn't sure about it. I feel like it's spicy, but the dry down of this we kind of fell in love with, didn't we? So even when he first smelled it, when you first spray it out, you were like, meh.
Yeah.
Like, I think you were like, you would wear it, but I don't know about...
I didn't think you would wear it.
Yeah. Because it's a fougere kind of scent, which again, typically more of a... Are you bored already?
No.
So this is a fougere kind of scent, but I have to be honest with you, now I am like completely obsessed with this, and I think it's fantastic in the heat because I feel like those aldehydes, when you put it on, kind of like give you a little bit of sharpness that you actually probably really appreciate. in the, you know, to kind of cut the heat a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, there's something I really like about this dry down. So this one out of all of these perfumes you smelled is very different than anything I own. Yeah, like this is not in my wheelhouse, but we're kind of excited. He's going to share a little bit of this, even though he's leaving on Sunday. So this was one that he sort of convinced me that I could carry off.
I think so.
Yeah, I think. And what would you kind of say is what would you wear it with? Like, I guess I'm thinking like crisp white shirt, kind of. I mean, you could wear this with anything, you guys, but to me, tell me what kind of comes to your mind.
I think I'd wear like a double raw denim look.
Oh my God. I don't know if I have a double raw denim look, but
I got myself.
For him, yes. So, okay, so this is new in our collection, and I'm gonna send him off with a big decant of this as well. So, okay, guys, those are the ones that I have been wearing the most. These, I have lots of favorites. As you, there's some other perfumes we have. I didn't include a few because I knew he didn't like them, so I didn't want to. Thinks they smell a little bit more mature. But I think the newest thing for me is that I've been falling in love with some more of the Chanel fragrances, which I wore a lot as a younger person. So I wore Coco Mademoiselle, my mom wore Chanel, my grandma. So I just have kind of gone through a whole period of wearing a ton of Chanel and then haven't been able to wear them for years, just kind of went away. So this has been kind of fun to kind of bring that back, and it is coming up on the year anniversary of the passing of my mom, so I think it's kind of coming full circle for me. So scent always brings back memories. So, okay, do you have any scent of mine that reminds you, like if you ever smell it, you're like, that's my mom?
Probably the, I'm not going to try to pronounce this, but...
Yeah, I do love that.
This one.
Yes. You guys, I have to admit, I love a big fruit bomb from time to time. And this one is fun. This is a fun fragrance. Okay, he is ranking them. So why don't we tell me how the rankings went, and then we'll pick like the top. So we're just going to do the top 5. And his pick, first of all, he's saying beige. And beige is really good. This is one that my husband likes, my daughter likes, and Emmett likes. So this is a very easy to wear, I think, kind of classy Chanel fragrance. Okay, so then he picked Jersey next, and this is like comfort in a bottle. Yeah. Wouldn't you say? It's a very comforting, I call it spa in a bottle. It's lavender. The dry down is just a very soft vanilla musk, but it's not too, you're not a huge fan of vanilla? Yeah,
or musk. It's kind of one that it surprised me that I like it, but yeah. It's, it's mellow. It's a little fruitier, so at least a little more sweet than I usually enjoy, but I actually quite enjoy it.
Good, good. Definitely wear it. You should, we'll take you home. We'll send you home with that as well. Okay.
Boy.
Yes.
That's my third.
You guys, boy, can you believe it? It took me forever. If you guys know me, I've been on the fence about getting that forever. And it has really grown on me. Like now I'm kind of obsessed with it. So, okay, boy, you're in the top. You're really liking the Chanel.
Yeah. My third
is Bois.
Thank you.
Bois d'Argent. You guys, this is a beautiful scent. This is just easy to wear. So I will say longevity. It's not that it's a horrible longevity. It's just going to turn into a skin scent. I personally like that. You can wear it anytime, anywhere. And you can also dress this up. Like you could wear this in the evening as well. So love that. Passion. Okay, he loves Passion. You guys, Passion de l'Amour. Now, of course, this is the fancy limited edition bottle that I was gifted, so it doesn't always come like this. Emmett was a little bit into reptiles as a young kid. Like, tell him a little bit about your reptile past.
Yeah.
And is this a gecko?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, go ahead.
I had a snake and a lizard, and I was very into the whole genus of reptiles, and went to a few camps and was interested in like field work and such.
And so Emmett is a very passionate young man, which I always love, but when he gets into things, like right now he's into cycling, bikes and everything, he gets way in. So when he was little and into reptiles, like he literally knew every single reptile, but you can't just get a snake. Next thing he wanted to do was be a snake breeder, and you guys know. Like he knew if you mixed this snake with this other snake, what is that? What is that called?
I don't know.
You don't? Okay. Anyways, so luckily that passed, but my image of him when we moved to Portland, we would have to go get rats to feed the snakes. This was never my I'm not really into that, but anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have all these snakes in the garage because we're gonna be breeding them because of your passion. But top 5 are the top 3 from Chanel. And we've got beige, Jersey and Boy, and then we've got Christian Dior, Bois d'Argent, and Passion de l'Amour. Top 5. Any of these that you were like no-go, or just...
None of them I disliked.
But just some that you would wear. And I would say with Coromandel, you guys, this one, I like it any time of the year, but a lot of people like to wear this more in the cooler weather. So
I could see that.
You could see that. This one has kind of a gourmand touch to it, and it could definitely be like so cozy and comforting when the weather is going to be turning a little bit. And then where does this fall?
That's my favorite one.
You can totally wear this as a woman too. It is just such a great fragrance. I love it too. So these are the top 10 fragrances that I have been rotating through the most the last few months. And I just want to say thank you, number 1, for encouraging me to get Boy. And this was one that was not kind of love at first scent. But this is what you and I are going to be wearing today, buddy.
Yeah.
So anyways, you guys, I hope you found this video helpful. He is my scent guy, and I just love having him home so much. He's going to be heading back to New York, moving to Brooklyn. Any other thing you would like to say in conclusion? He's a... Oh, hold on. What was I saying before? So one last thing I have to share is that Emmett gave me the best present ever. And look at what he brought to me from New York. This is my dog, Monster SATCHMO. Is this just the sweetest thing ever? And can you tell them a little bit? Because I've had people wanting to get little...
Yeah, it's from an artist, Bryn Wallner, and you can find her at Bryn Paints on Instagram or brynpaints@gmail.com. But yeah, she does all sorts of paintings, but mostly portraiture of dogs and people and such. So.
I mean, honestly, she did such a good job because you only sent her like
two photos.
2 photos of my beloved. So just a little FYI, like SATCHMO is Emmett's replacement while he is not at home. Poor. And so this is my baby that I have to love on when he's so far away from me. So I just wanted to say thank you. This was the absolute sweetest gift ever, and you're just a really good kid. I love you so much, and I'm actually super proud that he's so independent, even though I miss him thousands of miles away. But as soon as possible, I cannot wait to go visit you in New York in your new apartment and just keep on rocking it. He's a good student, he's a good boy, and I'm just like super proud of you. So I love you so much.
Love you too.